Hi, Assalamualaikum, Madam. My name is Mimi Nabiha. We are from Group 2, which is Media, Norina, Yuli, Aisha, and Zalika. So, I will be presenting introduction. Next slide. Okay. For introduction, consumer behavior is how people make decisions about what they want to buy and need. It's not easy to predict what consumer wants and need, but it can help a marketer to be more understanding what people want. There's a lot of factors that include in consumer behavior. For the first one is personal factor. So this factor include demographic factors such as age, gender, income, and occupation. For the second one is psychological factor. So for the psychological factor is a person ability to understand information, perception of need and mindset influence consumer behavior. So the last one is social factor. So for social factor is it include in social class like class level of education, ethnic and background. On top of that, family, friends or social network. Generally, consumer who had in the same social class exhibit similar buying behavior. So for the last one, family structure are switching, resulting in different family purchasing pattern than in the past. So many product and service that we think of a big consume individual are influenced by a family. So family also have an impact on consumer attitude towards spending and saving, as well as the brand and product they buy. So the next presenter.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Siti Zalika Alisha. So I will summarize a little bit about this topic. So basically, family influence process depend in part on child relationship between two family member is a developing one, with each member of the relationship affecting the other member over time. Each member each member influences and get influenced by a family member depending upon his or her role, like life cycle, stage, and relationship dynamics in the family. That therefore, the family influences on the consumer behavior can be understood by studying and buying roles that family dynamics and life cycle stage on the family member. So basically, the family is the most important consumer buying organization on society, and family member constitute the most influential and primary reference group. So, as we can see, distinguish between families in the buyer is alive, and the family of siblings. From parents, a person acquires as a orientation towards religion, politics, and economic, and a sense of personal ambition. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Norina Shahira Nizam. So I will be continuing the discussion of main idea. So for the first one, based on our article, there are three main ideas that we have discussed. So the first one is family influence on consumer behavior. So based on the article that we have studied by Himashu Raja, a family is a social group and all members of the family will influence and get influenced by one another. So to the study of consumer purchasing behavior is very important to understand what will motivate the family member to purchase a product in beneficial. So the next main idea is buying roles of a family. So before buying a specific good or services, people will frequently consult to their family members because each family members will encourage and influence someone to purchase a certain item, or like prevent him or her from doing so, or offer a few alternative suggestions. So there are seven, eight. There are eight um roles in family buying roles. So first one is the role of an influencer. Influencer in a family members refers to a person in the family members who provide the information about the product to other family members. Usually they will find the information from any advertisement from TV, newspaper, or social media. Second one, a gatekeeper is a family member who manage the information that they got from the influencer. So third, decider. Decider means the person of the family who has the authority to decide about what to purchase in the household, and the one will make the final decision whether to buy or what to buy and how to buy the product for the family. So the next one is a buyer. So the buyer is a member of the family who will execute the choice of making the purchase on their behalf for their family. Next one is preparer. Preparer means a member of the family who will prepare the products for consumption within the household after the buyer already bought the product in the household. Next one, user. User is the person in the family who use the product, analyze it, and provide their feedback to other family members on whether they are satisfied with the product or services or not. Next, maintainer. Maintainer is a member who will keep the product up to date to and ensure that the product will sustain use and also will meet everyone's satisfaction. And lastly, a disposer. Disposer means a member in the family will dispose the product after it is no longer used in the household. So the last main idea in our article is family life circle in buying roles. So by knowing where a person in the family life circle, marketer may identify their wants and also adapt with their marketing methods to meet those demands. In addition, William 2018 state that the family life cycle model helps in creating customer profile information. So there are 7 stages of family life cycle in our article written by Himanshu Raja, which is the first one is the first stage is bachelorhood. Bachelorhood means single young people who earns very little at this period of life, because the majority of bachelors are just starting their job, and this stage known for people who are more interested in their appearance, and as a result, people in this stage will spend more their money on the product in their style, such as apparel and also technology. The second stage is honeymooners, which a young married couple with no children that can be viewed being in a better financial position. People at this stage typically will have the highest purchase rate, because they will, especially for their consumer durables. The third stage is parenthood full nest one, which is in this stage, a young married with newborn children, which when the arrival of their newborn baby, they will tend to buy more on their household expenses. Next, in the stage 4, parenthood full nest 2, middle-aged parents with dependent children. At this stage, the financial situation of the family typically begins to improve at this point of the family cycle, sometimes as a result of career, because of the career advancement. So the parents will spend more on the kids, on the children's education, and also for children's insurance. The fifth stage, post-parent full nursery. In this stage, an old parent with dependent children, and the family income is still increasing and their financial situation is improving rapidly because this group tends to buy items such as furniture, automobiles, and also luxury items. In the stage 6, empty nest, where the children are no longer living with their parents. As a result, the family's financial situation slow down and their savings tend to grow when they are not burdened by children-related expenses. But then the spending has increased on luxury, self-improvement, healthcare, and also their health-related products. And the last stage is solitary survivor, which in this stage is about the stage for retired people who have lost their partner life alone. So due to retirement, their life often becomes lonely and their income is drastically reduced. But the experience has a change in their purchase behavior and way of life as a result. They will use more their expenses on healthcare. Okay, and I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Nur Aisha Nabila binti Ishaq and I will explain about the theory. So the theory that are related with the article is trade theory. So what is trade? Trade is in simple definition is the characteristic and the way how the consumers are behaving in certain ways. So the so the characteristic of a person of their propensity to behave in a certain way are known as their traits. In defining customer behavior, traits are important. Consumer innovativeness, consumer dogmatism, social character, demand for uniqueness, optimal stimulation level, sensation seeking, variety seeking, and novelty seeking are traits that might distinguish innovators and non-innovators. So, this trait theory and the concept of social character are strongly related. So, consumer innovators are likely to exist if the consumer has an inner directed personality and tends to rely on their own inner standards or ideals when evaluating new products. So family influences on consumer behavior can be explored by looking at a family members' purchasing rules, family dynamics, and stage in the life cycle. So husband and wife, we construct a cognitive, linguistic, emotional, and motor skills development environment. In addition, by that, parents have the power to affect a child's thought, reaction, and decision making. In other words, a person form preferences as a child by observing his family purchase goods and they maintain those preferences as they get older. So based on his or her role, stage of life and family connection dynamics, each husband and wife's choice will affect the family purchasing decision. Although the husband have recently been more involved in family decision making, at 80% of homes, the wife will make the majority of these decisions. So that theory is suitable to being linked with the article chosen as well as the company that we have chose, which is Nestle. Because of why? Because there are influences by social cultural factors. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Shilana Nifatul Rosita binti Qasim Tuhari. So as for today, I will be presenting about the application of family in the marketing strategy. So the company that we are choosing is Nestle SA, which is it is a large food and beverage company that produces products that are nutritious for the family members. So hence we already discovered a few of the marketing strategy that Nestle have implemented, which is the first one is the pictures on the packaging. Okay, basically, Nestle actually put the pictures of their target market on the packaging itself, which is as for example the Nespresso powder milk, which is it focuses for the kids, which is their target market. But then even though the target market is for the kids, but the parents is actually the one who will purchase the product for their children. And other than that, the marketing strategy that we have discovered is the advertising or the video commercials. So basically, Nestle is applying this marketing strategy, which is it focuses on the working adults in the family, where they actually wanted to position this market towards the adult. And the example for this marketing strategy is Nescafe. Basically, Nescafe helps the working adults to actually stay awake and stay refreshing before going to work in the morning. So this can be a really a huge benefit for the company to actually target their market as well as to gain their revenue. And other than that, they also focuses on using a tagline to market their product. So basically, the example for this product is called as the Nestle Juicy Juice Drink, which is this one is focuses on the tagline itself, which is the tagline is the 100% juice for 100% kids. So basically, this directly shows that their target market is for the kids on the product. So it actually not only focuses on the kids. It actually can position the parents of the kids to hear and to remember the product or the brand in their minds. So not only that, we also discovered that Nestle also uses the local collaboration. What I mean by this local collaboration is that we have found that Nestle have collabed with the Institute Jantung Negara, which is the National Heart Institute, in which this is actually a center that focuses for the people who have a heart problem, in which that this can be a huge advantage for them to target their target market. So the example of this product is the Nestle Omega Plus milk, which is this one is focuses on the elderly who have heart problems. So basically, they produce the product that are very nutritious, which is it contains low fats, high calcium, as well as lower cholesterol in the it can lower cholesterol in the body, in which that it is very suitable for the one who might need the milk to actually consume, but then in a very healthy way. And lastly, we are also discovered the marketing strategy that Nestle uses, which is the wording on the packaging. So basically, Nestle stating the words on the packaging with pictures that they are targeting the market, which is the kids as well as the family. So as for example on the slides, it is the Nestle's Fern Leaf Milk Powder, which is the left one is in the label of blue color, which is it is for 1 to 3 years old kids. While sorry. While for the right one is for the family, which is labeled as a green, which is it focuses for the whole family members. So not only that, they also put the labels, which is it is very easier for the target market to choose which one is the best for them. So that's all from my point. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So my name is Media Binti Payung, and I will be presenting the next part, which is the conclusion. Okay, so for this conclusion part, I want to conclude all the important main points from this presentation, where I can say that the trade theory that we have chosen, as well as the company, which is the Nestle that we have chosen, is really closely related to each other, because as mentioned by Yuli, Nestle is targeting family members, which can be related with our article. So it means that the trait theory, which is the theory that studies the behavior or the traits of the consumers, really is helping the organization in order for them to segment their market. It means that it is very crucial for them to know the personality of their target market, so that they know what strategies that they can implement in order for them to increase their increase their revenues or increase their marketing performance. So other than that, I can say that family members is the ultimate drivers, or family members is the beneficial part of the marketing marketing plans of Nestle, because when they're targeting family members, it means that they are targeting a huge number of consumers or a huge number of individuals. So when they know who to target and what to target and how many numbers of target market that they are targeting, they know what suitable strategies that they can implement. And I can say that family as well as the theory that we've chosen and the organization is the three important elements that can be linked together. And organization is or family or target market that is called family is really beneficial aspects that organization should really put a high consideration into, because family members give very beneficial impacts towards their market as well as the industry. And I think that's all from our presentation. Thank you.